Have you ever wondered why your restaurant may be having a slow night? Is it the weather? Is it the certain day of the week? Or is there a special event happening in the area? Or is it really because of the online reviews your restaurant has gotten? Believe it or not, when people are looking for places to eat, they go on Google or Yelp to search different places, and if they click your restaurant and it doesn't have many stars or positive comments, it could impact on how steady that day will be. A recent article called The Touch Bistro, who had a survey, said that majority of participants, 68%, said that they have tried a new restaurant based on positive online reviews. And almost half regularly, 45%, check online reviews before deciding on a new restaurant. On behalf of the review crew team, we would like to thank you for allowing us to search through your customer reviews, and we would like to make some recommendations that we have observed. Now I'll further explain the background of what started the review crew. The review crew was founded by 7 people who owned their own restaurants and had a vision of becoming the next Gordon Ramsay of review companies. We strive on wanting our clients to be successful. We were all part of different restaurants that had consultant companies help our steakhouse, and each consultant company wanted to completely change our image and not focus on the main issues that were needed to be fixed. This resulting in all of us coming together to become the best consultant company there is, to where we all understand what it takes to have the perfect high-end steakhouse. The review crew was founded in Atlanta, Georgia over 10 years ago. Each founder wanted to improve the restaurant industry, especially for high-end steakhouses. We do not consult chain companies, only private-owned restaurants. Our mission at the review crew is to ensure each one of our clients is satisfied with the results. We go to great lengths to make sure these restaurants succeed. We want each of our clients to be willing to be successful and want to improve for not only themselves, but mainly for their customers. Our company is effective in communicating with our employees and our clients by respecting them, as well as making sure everyone knows what needs to be done, and those expectations are clear. We train for all of our employees with all the knowledge they need to know about being in a consulting company, and they're constantly being trained. We make sure all of our clients knows what goes on into making sure they can trust us with their business. This is important to our clients because it demonstrates we care about your business and make sure you know you are in good hands with the employees we provide to you. Knowing that we are constantly training our employees to the best ability to make sure our clients are getting the best service possible. Hello, my name is Shannon Middleton, and I am one of the co-founders and the account specialist here at the review crew. I have been with the company for 10 years. I graduated from the University of West Georgia with my bachelor's degree in business management. I have plenty of experience and knowledge of helping restaurants with their image, communication, and customer service. By owning my own restaurant, it allowed me to understand what goes on financially all the way to the kitchen. I have managed the books for my restaurant with what comes in and out, and understands what the pricing should be and how affordable it should be, but also maintaining a profit. During my time at the University of West Georgia, I studied many different aspects of managing, marketing, and finance. Next, I will be discussing the background of the restaurant that we will be reviewing today, and that is called Bones, which has been open since 1979 in Atlanta, Georgia. They are known for their business meeting for lunches and dinners. They serve prime beef, fresh seafood, and Maine lobster, along with regional specialties from their southern roots. They are known for having a high rating for their food and service. They provide private dining for special occasions. After looking through the reviews from the steakhouse, we believe that the steakhouse needs some better strategies when it comes to communication of the kitchen and inconsistencies with food and pricing and customer service. We also noticed that it may seem outdated and could use some updating at keeping the classic look that it is known for. One competitor is a restaurant called Oak Steakhouse, which also has valet parking, but there has been reviews of their valet parking taking a little bit longer. They also have a great atmosphere and a great place for special occasions, also having private dining as an option too. Also being overpriced in some scenarios. The difference is the location. Even though it could be high-end, it does not address anywhere the dress code compared to Bones. Another competitor is a steakhouse called Pompa's. One difference is it's not in Atlanta. They both are known for their great steaks and have both received awards for them, as well as having great atmosphere and for special occasions. They both have many options when it comes to food and drinks. Some differences are Pompa's does not have valet parking and is a little bit more modern than Bones. Bones has more of a southern classic recipes compared to Pompa's that has an Argentinian style cuisine. And next I'll be going in further detail about the strengths and weaknesses of Bones. Now we'll be going into a little bit more detail about Bones' strengths and weaknesses. One strength that Bones did have was that they have many options on the menu, from steak to seafood, as well as having options for customers with dietary needs. In one review, the customer mentioned what a special, delicious place to eat. The facility is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they have vegan options. This is the most amazing healthy food that tastes great. They also have a bakery, and I am looking forward to trying out the baked goods. Some weaknesses included a lack of communications with the dress code and reservations, which had multiple accounts of this. One customer mentioned, ate here last time at the bar. Good food, was back for a work trip, excited to take my coworkers there as I was hyping it up, made reservations for 1+ week, show up hungry, turned down because of our shirts. Last time I was here, it was super casual. Other patrons had shirts, but we were the only ones who were turned away. Like I said, last time I wore shorts and a shirt as well. No problem, might I add. We were in the middle of an Atlanta summer. Who isn't in shorts? The host was not having it and claimed that there were cameras everywhere, and his boss would see it. Now moving on to some more strengths and weaknesses. One strength was that they had plenty of space for large parties, including different levels for private dining if need be. One customer said, great place to have a business meeting. Another said was here with a large group of 30. On a busy Friday night, we had our own section downstairs with several dedicated wait staff. Secondly, for weaknesses, the food is inconsistent and not being priced based on quality. A customer review said it was very disappointing because we did spend quite a lot to dine here. For two people, we spent close to $200, but the service and quality were not up to par at all. Another mentioned my steak was undercooked, not the end of the world. It was tender. All of our sides were fine. None were memorable though. Overall, as I said, I'm glad we came. We enjoyed our dining experience, but for the price, I likely won't return. There just isn't a need to go back. And next, I'll be going into a little bit more details about some other strengths and weaknesses. Now going into more detail about some strengths and weaknesses. The third strength is that they have great atmosphere, especially for special occasions and business meetings. One review mentioned for our anniversary, the staff definitely put in the extra effort to make us feel special on our day. So if that's all you need, then they do a great job on this part. Our table had cute confetti sprinkled on it, and we were offered 2 complimentary glasses of champagne or a dessert to celebrate. The third weakness is that the decor being outdated. One customer mentioned that it was quiet, dark, and very NYC old school steakhouse vibe. Another customer said, food is overpriced, the staff is pretentious, decor is outdated. Just a lame restaurant in a city full of many more sophisticated options. And the last strength is that their service was consistent. And so one customer said, amazing, attentive, knowledgeable staff. This is their lifelong career, as many of them have been there for over 35 years. And next, I will be going into more details about some of the opportunities and threats that Bones could face. So now we're going to talk about some more opportunities and threats that Bones has and that we have seen could help your company. So some recommendations we have is updating some of the decor, but not taking away that classic look that many of your customers have enjoyed over the years. But we think by updating it, we can keep some of the areas that make your company unique compared to some of the other steakhouses, but also incorporating so many different modern touches to your restaurant. And I think for it being in Atlanta, it is held to a higher standard than some restaurants. And Atlanta does have many different modern, sophisticated restaurants, so we want you to keep up with them and be even better. So for some threats that we could see happen is there will be a lack of enthusiasm and effort from your employees if certain things do not change. And so in the next few slides, I'll continue to talk about some more recommendations and threats that we could possibly see. All right, so the next recommendation that we have is finding a better way to communicate the reservations and dress code. There has seemed to be some confusion when it comes to what to wear and reservations being reviewed the day of and then being canceled because they may have a 6-month-old child or of how they were dressed. So some of the recommendations when making a reservation, if there are no kids allowed, to make sure to say that on the website that is providing them to make a reservation or on the phone, and be sure to make that clear to your customer so there's no confusion allowed. Another option is if someone does make a reservation and has a young baby or child, like I said previous, be sure to make sure that they are informed that they need to be at an age where they can handle themselves and not throw a tantrum in such a high-end restaurant. And it gives them time for the parents to allow them to find babysitters or they can find another place to eat. With the dress code, it may not pay off to be as strict to turn away potential customers because of how they are dressed casually. And if they make a reservation via phone or website, make it a note to them to let them know what your dress policy is. And even when sending out a confirmation email or phone call the day before or day of the reservation, reiterate that policy. If they do not have a reservation, communicate that their normal dress policy, what y'all's normal dress policy is, but still let them eat because they are potential buying customers and you want any money you can take in. So I think each host should be trained the same when it comes to this policy and making sure that your host knows that there's no confusion in what the policies are and abiding by them. So another threat that we could see is customers will go to another competitor based on price and if they want to have a nice casual dinner and if they want their child to be there. And so that is another threat that we could see is that they will go to another competitor, like I said, or even go to another place. So next, I'm going to continue to talk a little bit more about opportunities and threats. All right, so finishing up with some opportunities and threats. So the third recommendation we have is because of the inconsistent food. And so the best opportunity for this issue is to train more with the kitchen staff. And you could do this weekly, monthly, or annually to make sure they're up to their skills. And even maybe hiring some new people with more skills that they have. So by doing this, we could organize the kitchen in a way of having one chef only focusing on appetizers, one chef focusing on steak, seafood, slides, desserts, and etc. and etc. So this will allow the chefs to be able to only pay attention to those items and not have to worry about others. And that could potentially lead to overcooking an item or undercooking. So another option is to find a better ticket system with the waiters and waitresses between the kitchen. And so there won't be any confusion on how the customer wants their particular meal. This could be by finding a new technology system that could work and be able to be more efficient with what you put into the system and so that they can see it. So another threat that we could see is possibly losing your business if there's a decrease in people coming in, and which will decrease the amount of money you get. So this will also decrease in how many days you are open and how many hours you can stay open. And so then this will go into how many staff you have and how many waiters and waitresses and little things like that. So that is one common threat that we will see in the restaurant business. And so the last opportunity and recommendation is regarding customer service. When I was looking through the reviews, I had noticed the owner did not respond. There was some thumbs up, which is fine, but I think having that response is a nice connection between your customer and you. And it shows them that you truly do care about their experience and their opinion. This could be different, but another steak owner that I saw responded to most all of his his reviews, and so it showed him that he cared and that he was willing to fix it and he was on top of it. This will allow you to fix the issue at hand and start training more quickly, maybe, and possibly fixing it quicker and seeing results happen efficiently. So next I will show the SWOT analysis chart, and this will kind of show everything in summary basically. So this is your SWOT analysis chart. This is basically just a summary of the strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats that I just went over. And you can keep this in your restaurant just as a reminder to keep up with these and continue to grow and improve from this. In conclusion, we want to remind you that each positive or negative review leaves an impact on your image of your restaurant. It is so important to manage these reviews daily to ensure your customers are having the best experience possible. As well, it shows them that you are listening to their concerns and you're wanting to improve for them. To show our gratitude from the review crew, we wanted to create and send y'all a special order t-shirt that says Rescued by Review Crew. We hope that you enjoy the t-shirts and shows the representation of that you worked so hard to where you are today. As always, if you do have any comments, questions, or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are always wanting to see our clients grow and be successful and making sure everything is going smoothly for y'all. You can contact us at 770-621-2020, or you can email us at rescue@reviewcrew.com. Thank you for allowing us to help rescue your restaurant. We look forward to seeing the progress and success.